65 years ago, the community of Oakville celebrated the opening of their hospital, the Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital. And from that day onwards, OTMH became that special place in the heart of the community, a place where people came to celebrate, to recover, and to mourn, bringing babies into the world, compassionately healing and comforting the sick, performing complex surgeries, and diligently caring for our seniors. As the community grew, so too did the hospital, through multiple expansions, additions, and refurbishments, always advancing the quality of care and the scope of practice with the latest technology and the addition of new programs and specialties. With the tremendous effort of the OTMH family of staff, physicians, and volunteers, and the unequivocal support of the community, OTMH has grown and progressed to the wonderful healthcare facility it is today.
We are so thankful to everyone who participated in shaping the future of our hospitals.
It was a small town then, and there wasn't any hospital when we were here. We just went door to door and asked for money. And anyway, we got enough money to start the hospital here. I know the first building that was built was the maternity wing. Think of how the town has grown.
Everybody got together, local folks gave the grounds, and the hospital was designed and developed.
It was the Lions Club, but all of Oakville really supported this whole venture. And this is where the development of the auxiliary. And that days it was the women's auxiliary. And they just devoted their whole hearts and soul to that, doing anything they could.
Back then, when it started, there was just family doctors. And then when I came, there was a few specialists, some general internists. We were lucky to have one cardiologist.
You know what jumps to mind is the people, the spirit, which of course paid off in terms of patient care, because the patients got good care because of all that.
There was a very good group of senior doctors who set the standard by which the rest of us had to measure our daily input and output.
In the 1950s, we probably had about 20-25 staff at the most.
As far as the doctors were concerned, they all wore suits, ties. The nurses' uniform gave them a dignity and an authority and a presence.
We wore white uniforms, our cap with the black band on it, showing we were registered nurses, and white shoes and white nylons. So that was sort of the typical uniform for a nurse.
Remember, we were the first hospital to have test tube twins. That was a big deal.
Every time I leave the hospital, I am so grateful that I've been privileged to do a shift here.
When my mom passed away in 2010, Dr. Lab, who was our family doctor, he says, when you're ready, I want you here as a volunteer. So here I am.
I see firsthand what an awesome team we have and how well they take care of patients, and I would not want to volunteer anywhere else.
Many, many times I need the hospital more than the hospital needs me.
As a mom, you want to be there for your kids. And thanks to Oakville Hospital and Dr. Sapir and the ambulance attendants, I get to do that. And without them, the story might have been very different.
Had Lynn not been brought urgently to Oakville Hospital, Lynn most probably would have died.
I know I'm very lucky.
The mental realization that in the blink of an eye, it can end. I can't even begin to say how grateful I am.
There is not a single day that there isn't a moment of a specific mindful moment to express gratitude. Absolutely.
We have a wonderfully dedicated and committed staff. They will go the extra mile. They'll come back after very few hours of sleep if their patients need it. They're available to us and to their patients, and we hear about it from the patients.
On December 13th, 2015, our time at 327 Reynolds Street will draw to a close. But the spirit and memories from the past 65 years, the foundations upon which this hospital was built, will continue to guide us as we start a new chapter of healthcare in Oakville. OTMH and its incredible heritage inspires us to continue to deliver exemplary patient experiences. The legacy of OTMH will live on through our memories, through our caregivers, through our volunteers, and through our community.
I really and truly feel that I had the best career in the world. I really did. And I think it was because it was Oakville. Oakville has a spirit, and certainly the hospital was lucky to get it.